Mcdizzle Gaming coming at you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you are doing well today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, welcome, and subscribe to keep up to date with the best of Red Dead news, leaks, live streams, and a whole lot more. It's really amazing that after 3+ years, people are still finding some pretty amazing stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2. And here's hoping sometime in the future in Red Dead Online that some of the unresolved or cut content from Red Dead Redemption 2 makes it into online, like Princess IZK, as well as the Gavin stuff, maybe even the third meteorite. In today's video, it's gonna sound weird, but it is kind of interesting. We are gonna talk about something that's wrong with a whole bunch of the clocks in the Red Dead Redemption 2 world and what it might mean, or it might just be a developer oversight. Big shout out to Regular Josephs on Reddit for bringing this forward, and Skylar on Reddit for bringing forward their theories. I have a link to their information in the description. So for context, let's start with something you may be aware of. The Rutlinger Pocket Watch. You know that watch that you get when you're on the Grand Corrigan playing the poker game? The watch is pretty unique because the 8 is replaced by a 13 on the watch. That by itself could be easily chalked up to just some sort of simple oversight. But ladies and gentlemen, there is more. Regular Josephs noticed that a number of the clocks in the Red Dead world actually have the 11 replaced with a 13. Let's go through a few scenarios. Scenario 1, it's a developer's oversight. Kind of a weird one because it's impacting that pocket watch as well as a number of clocks. Why would they need a number 13 Roman numeral anyway for a clock? They aren't on military time or anything. And scenario 2 is that there might be more to this, and we're going to explore that a little bit. I've mapped out the locations, and it actually points us to the third meteorite where Gavin and Princess IZK are looking for it. I'm just kidding, it doesn't tell us shit. I've also put all the location names in the description below if you want to check these clocks out yourself. You may have even run into some different ones yourselves. Let me know in the comments below. The interesting thing is that 13 strikes of a clock is actually a phrase that's used in literature and a few other things. Most famously as the first line in George Orwell's 1984, when it starts with, "It was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13. It essentially means that the previous events or strokes to the clock must be called into question, and it has a lot of relevance to the Red Dead Redemption 2 story. It's actually one of the central themes of the game. From the moment we start the game in Colter, where one of these clocks are located, the previous events or strokes to the clock were called in question in Blackwater, that's for sure. And as the game progresses and Arthur starts to question Dutch's actions as well as his own actions, this phrase definitely has some relevance. Let's add another piece to this. In GTA Online, there's actually a quote from George Orwell's other really famous book, Animal Farm. As you can see this quote from Animal Farm in the Diamond Casino and Resort screen that all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. With all this information considered, I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. Do you think that this is a little Easter egg that's a reference to the 13th stroke of the clock, or do you think it's a developer oversight? Personally, taking in all the information, I do think it is an Easter egg. Just too much weirdness around clocks, 13, and George Orwell. Either way, I found it very interesting and I was very happy to be able to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. Have a good one and we'll see you in the next live stream or video.